Police are on the lookout for a suspect.
You doing eggs, honey?
Sorry, need to head out early today.
Early seminar or Dr. Q?
Dr. Q.
Is it okay if Sam drives you home? I have a meeting with my publisher this afternoon.
Don't need a chaperone, Mom. I'll get home just fine. Have a good meeting.
You look well, Lyssa. I take it the Risperdal has been working for you.
Spooky.
I think
Everybody loves a nice
I've been feeling
psychological thriller. I thought that the different layers and the different possible storylines and possible realities, like different interpretations, were really well balanced. I like that little cliffhanger at the end that kind of leaves us guessing even more if this guy maybe is real, and the next chapter will be how he indoctrinates her as she thinks that he's a fiction, but he's not. Anyway, yeah, that's a whole other movie. This one, I like the pacing of it. I like the acting. She really played the lead actress. Really played that line of trying to keep things together and not like that skittishness of not being sure if she can trust what she sees because she's been living on the edge for so long. I thought that was really nicely pulled off. The writing was good. The pacing out of the story. I thought that it was well filmed. Good lighting. Good set deck. Good performances from everybody all around. Yeah, very enjoyable short film. I'd be curious to see where it leads from here.
I loved the suspense of it and how they built the suspense for is this part of her mental health issue, or is it something else? Is it someone who is breaking into homes and attacking girls that are like under 21 when they're home alone? And I loved the red herring that they put with the radio broadcasts with that. It really helped you get swept up in the story. The cinematography, especially in the library, I loved what they did with that, going in between the bookshelves, and that really helped build the suspense. I thought that all of the actors did such an amazing job. They were all very organic, very believable. Nobody was too over the top. You really felt for your leading actress who was playing Lyssa. For, no one believes you, and you're struggling. You have this mental health issue, but you know what you're seeing, and you're trying to convey that to the people who are closest around you, and no one really believes you. I love how they did the reveal. I thought that was very, very clever.
Great performance. They use a very sensible approach to the topic and a very good depiction of the reaction or plausible reaction of family and friends finding this out. And they have the loveliest closing song. It is very emotional, and yes, it's just very human.
Great film, really well acted. That's a tough type of performance to give, and I just think that the topic of mental health and the whole story, I think, was really handled with care, which I think a lot of the times that subject could be handled sloppily, but I thought it was handled with care, and then it was also a really engaging and interesting story. So I thought it was a great job.
Really, really loved this. It is so beautifully done. The first thing that hit me was the music. The music choices were so strong, so great. So the music department did an amazing job. I also thought the casting director did a great job. These actors were exactly perfect for these roles. They all really understood the storytelling and the material, and they did an incredible job, especially the lead woman with schizophrenia. She was amazing. She did a great job. I found it very frightening. I thought that the pace and the tone really reflected that. And the direction and the editing are all a part of that, as well as the writing. The writing was very strong too. So, yeah, I mean, I thought all the actors were incredible. The best friend, the therapist, the parents were great. The stalker was so perfectly cast. Brilliant choice. It was really, really good. And I commend you for tackling such a difficult topic as schizophrenia and whether or not to believe a woman. That's always a scary slope, especially when someone is suffering from something like schizophrenia. So excellent job. Congratulations.
A lot. It kind of gave me Pretty Little Liars vibes, and I mean that in the best non-hokey way. I just love this idea of a person with a stalker but also schizophrenia. Like, it's such an interesting take on the entire, not believing someone when they're saying things story. Having that diagnosis just adds to it and adds to the paranoia, and it makes it a really interesting thriller to watch. Yeah, it was just incredibly delightful to watch. It kept you guessing the entire time. It dealt with the issue of, mental illness well, and how that can affect the way others perceive you, and how it factors into your own issues at the time. But yeah, having a psycho stalker while you have schizophrenia, no one believes you. Like, that's such a great log line for a story that this could be, that you can make this like a feature film. Like, it's very, it has a lot of potential, and it was really, really fun to watch.
Not only scarier than I thought it was going to be in a good way, but extremely frustrating also in a good way. The way that the characters around the lead gaslight her constantly, and you believe so strongly in what she's saying that you just want to like smack her therapist through the whole short. However, the end has a great resolution where she truly comes to terms with her illness, and I like the metaphor of this intruder representing, her fears about herself, but also the writing is so detailed and well thought out that you're left with this breadcrumb trail throughout the entire thing that totally makes this film rewatchable, and you're definitely left with a question at the end of whether or not her illness was the reason for her hallucinations, or the reason for this intruder being in her life, or if, he was a real guy who just really liked picking on her specifically. And I loved that. I noticed it while watching it the first time through, and it just makes me want to go back and see if there are more clues that I missed. The acting was great, the script was really fantastic, and the whole thing looked amazing. And the character of this masked intruder could be a real villain in a full movie, and I would totally watch it.